Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Transform with Ryan, where I do pick a card tarot readings to help transform your mind, heart, and soul. And in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at your future spouse. Yes, it's been a minute since I posted a reading for future spouse, and I was feeling called to share some healing and loving messages from your future spouse in order to receive that unconditional love that you are very deserving and very worthy of. There has to be some healing and releasing from any past pain and trauma and heartbreak you've experienced before. So, in order to fully welcome your future spouse in your life, let's see from their energy, their higher self, what needs to be healed and released so that love can flourish between the two of you. So, there are three options here, three wonderful hearts. I invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and exhale and repeat as needed. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes and see which one of these hearts has a message for you. The timestamp to go to your reading is down below. I'll see you there. Hey there, heart number one, and welcome to your reading to find out more of these healing and loving messages from your future spouse. And so, as you can see, the setup is a little bit different. It's because I am here in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam right now as I record this, and I've been taking a break, kind of going within and connecting, and I left a lot of my things back in Bali, and so we have very minimal accessories here today, but it's perfect, I feel, because we need some cleansing and clearing and some purity to come through in your reading. So we're going to put your heart here off to the side for now, and we'll see what it says at the end. But let's start off with some messages from your future spouse. Okay, so that wanted to come out. Feeling the number 3 for the reading today. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, this is such a nice combination of colors. Let me know down in the comments below which one of these colors in your reading is drawing you the most, white, purple, or green. So let's see. I have nothing else to say. Interesting. And I have good news for you. Oh, what an interesting combination, right? I have nothing else to say, but I have good news for you. Okay. And we also have, I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh, I have nothing else to say. I don't know what to say. I have good news for you. What an interesting collection here. Okay. So, what I'm getting from your future spouse here is the thing is they love you unconditionally. But if you've ever watched RuPaul Drag Race, one of my favorite shows, and I've actually been watching that show on Netflix with my soul sister here in Vietnam. It's our way to kind of calm down and relax after a busy day. But RuPaul says at the end of the show, either each episode or almost every episode, if you don't love yourself, how in the heck you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? And so that's what I really feel is this message coming through from your future spouse, all right? It's this message that they love you unconditionally, they accept you fully, but it doesn't mean much. It doesn't compare to when you love yourself fully. You love yourself unconditionally, all right? So there are some parts of you that maybe you feel guilty about, you're shaming, that you feel are not good enough, not worthy enough. And your future spouse is really encouraging you to heal those areas and really love yourself and see yourself for that wonderful, amazing person that they see you as. All right. It kind of reminds me too. The final season of Never Have I Ever came out a couple months back, and I also love that show so much. But I don't want to spoil it too much. But in one of the relationships on the show, one of the characters said, like, hey, you know, I can't really be with somebody who doesn't love and care for themselves. And because if you don't love and care for yourself, you're going to always have these insecurities about the relationship, like feel like I'm going to leave you, I'm going to cheat on you, and that I don't care about you. And that's all not true. And so these insecurities that you have are stemming from the fact that you don't love or value yourself enough. And it's not really about you feeling worthy of the love of someone else, and feeling good enough for your future spouse, good enough for your partner or your lover. It has nothing to do with that. It's like you love yourself enough first and foremost, and therefore you attract people of that same frequency, that same vibration, that same belief system. Okay? I definitely have some personal experience in that department where I didn't love myself enough and I was attracting guys who were not good for me, who didn't value me. And it's because I didn't value myself. Like, let me know in the comments down below if you totally know what I'm saying. Yeah, totally relate to that, okay? And what I'm pulling into, and I feel we're going to get more information with more cards here, is that I have good news for you. What I'm really feeling for this first layer of the message here is that you have the power. You have the ability to really shift your life around. The power lies within you. It's not outside of you. It's not external to you. You hold all the power in regards to your reality and the type of life you are going to experience moving forward after this reading. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's pull some more cards here. Oh my God, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Oh, okay. Let's pull some more cards here and find out more of these healing and loving messages from your future spouse. All right. Oh, okay. This one I feel wanted to come out. And okay, I feel like, oh, this is actually 2. I only meant to get 3, but 2 wanted to come out, so we are going to honor that. So this one flipped over first, so it's family, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that you actually have this opportunity to heal any kind of relationship you have in your family, because let's be honest, a lot of our ideas and beliefs of our self-worth and our value come from our closest family members. So our parents or our primary caregiver, okay? How they treated us, how they prioritize us is where our current belief system on our worth and value stem from. That's where it like blooms and blossoms out of, okay? So for example, like my parents were always busy with work. And so I felt like they never had time for me. And years later in my relationships, I had this belief that people who care for me don't have time for me. All right. And it manifested in crazy ways because I would always be with men who are very career driven, very career focused, just like my parents were. And yeah, they wouldn't have a lot of time for me, again, because their career was the important thing to them and relationships were kind of secondary. And for me too, that's how I thought I had to live my life. And so it's really hard to connect with another human being if your work keeps taking up most of your time. All right. Let me know if you know what I mean down in the comments below. All right. Let me know if you empathize, sympathize, get it with giving me a heart or like a number 1 or something. Okay. So let's see what this other one is. Settling, security, or oh my gosh, high Mercury retrograde, scarcity, insecurity, lack of faith, believe that you deserve the best. Oh my God, that's what we were just talking about. Believe that you deserve the best, that you're not settling, okay? That it's not about being like, what you got it, satisfactory or good. It's about being like, hey, I deserve the best. I am the best. Right? And not in like a cocky way. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not about stroking the ego. It's just about understanding that you don't deserve to be unfulfilled, unsatisfied, unloved. That is not your destiny path, okay? I mean, if you believe that, then I'm sorry, boo, this is not the reading for you, okay? But if you are ready to step into that true energy, that true vibration of love, okay? Because that's what I believe, what most human beings on this planet are meant to experience and meant to be is love, okay? If you're ready to step into that, then your future spouse is going to support you. The universe will support you. Your family will support you. Your friends will support you in that. And another thing here with the family, I'm definitely hearing that your family, maybe you have some notions about your family, like they judge you, they criticize you, they think less of you. What I'm seeing here is that that's actually not the truth deep down inside. Like maybe some of the actions and the things they say might be very, very confusing to you and make you feel like they're criticizing and judging you, but really it's just their way of showing that they want what's best for you and they believe you can do better and have better, okay? So that's why they say those things. It actually kind of makes me think of Virgos, all right? As I'm recording this, we're stepping out of Virgo season and stepping into Libra season. Hey, that is my season, y'all. Shout out to my fellow Libras. Anywho, Virgo, the way that Virgo often shows that they care about something is that they criticize and they judge because they believe that you can do so much better, okay? And Virgos are very critical of themselves as well, and that kind of they push that energy out by criticizing others, and it's because they believe that they can get better, they can do better, they can have better, all right? And they believe the same for those that they love and care for. And so they don't believe in settling. They believe in hard work, they believe in achieving, they believe in being the best that you can possibly be. All right. And so I feel like that's what your future spouse is also wanting to share with you. It's like, be the best version of yourself that you can be. And that version of you is very confident, not insecure at all. So let's see what this double card has to contribute to this one. I don't know what to say. Offer and hidden path. Okay, so detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. So I'm feeling here that this hidden path is like, there's this subconscious belief that perhaps you can unearth by going into meditation, doing some self-improvement work, working with a therapist, working with a coach, something like that, doing some shadow work even, that will help you identify and explore these aspects of yourself that you didn't know were there. Why? So you can bring it up to your awareness and choose a different path. Choose to stop these behaviors, these limiting beliefs, these patterns of thinking, this conditioning that's not serving you, that's really limiting you, all right? And there's this offer here about engagement, wedding, rejoice in your union. So I'm getting the sense here that your future spouse is all in with you, but they sense that there's some hesitation on your end. And it's almost like they don't even know what to do at this point, because it's like, how else can I prove to you how much I care for you and love you? Like, I don't know what else I can do or say at this point. I'm at a loss. So what is it that you exactly need? And what I'm sensing is that they feel, and I am, inclined not to argue with it, but they feel that, hey, you need to learn how to love yourself, respect yourself, value yourself, okay? And then I can support that. I can reinforce that belief, but it has to start with you. I cannot make you change your mind about yourself. You have to do that on your own. Ooh, capital T truth, honey. Capital T truth. Ooh, okay. Let's pull some tarot and see what other messages we have. Now, if you feel like you need some help with some of these exercises, like, yo, I am here to help you. I am a spiritual coach, self-improvement coach, transformational coach, and I can help you navigate these insecurities and these doubts and conditioning that hurts you, that works against you. So there's a link in the description box below to book an energy alignment call with me to see if we're a good match to do some coaching spiritual work with. So I invite you, if you know you need help and you're ready to make a change in your life, you're ready to be the best version of yourself, book that energy alignment call with me and let's come up with a plan together to get you where you want to be. All right? So first out, we have Queen of Pentacles. And what else do we got here? Oh, I lost it. Okay, maybe it'll come out later. We also have Judgment. Okay, that's what we were talking about. Feeling judged by those around you, feeling judged by your family. And kind of, I'm getting the sense too, it's like you're magnifying that energy, that belief. And that stuff is just simply not true, all right? And maybe you're kind of taking it out of context, blowing it out of proportion. And it's worth revisiting some of these memories and some of these things that were said to you and taking that higher perspective to say, is that what they really meant to say? Is that really the intention of what they said and did? And we have Page of Cups. Okay, so Page of Cups, again, emotional offer. offer of love, offer of support is there. You just have to accept it. You just have to receive it fully, without doubts, without worry, without anxiety, without, that kind of mentality like, hey, what's the catch? Sometimes people have that mentality. I mean, I used to. So there's this chance for a new beginning for you, a new emotional kind of set point for where you're at. Okay, I'm not saying we're aiming for perfection, that you're going to be unshakable and infallible in your self-esteem. It's not necessarily that, but just feeling better about yourself, feeling more confident in yourself in a degree that you haven't experienced before. All right. Now, Queen of Pentacles here, I have nothing else to say. What I'm sensing with this card here is this is really powerful and amazing, because I firmly believe that once you completely love and accept yourself unconditionally, things in the 3D world will begin to reflect that. And you will start to see your relationships with your coworkers, your family, your friends, and even strangers get better. You'll start to see that your health will improve, okay? That you will be happier, that your body will have more energy, okay? Because let me tell you, there's nothing quite as tiring as putting yourself down and feeling bad about yourself and bringing that negative energy in. Like, that is the surefire way to be fatigued. And also, you can even see changes in your career. Like, the more confident you are, you have more earning potential. People will start to believe in you and want to support you, both financially, emotionally, all those types of ways. So do that inner work. I cannot stress it enough. I mean, I'm constantly working on myself, going in cycles in my life, and then, intermixing them with taking aligned action with where my beliefs are. And so I feel like that can serve you greatly as well. Okay, let's see what your message is here. I mean, I actually haven't seen this card get pulled out, and I've had this deck for like, oh my gosh, almost a year now, I think. But it's very beautiful. I love these very warm tones in it. So it says, Twin Flames, your passion ignites. Ooh, so this future spouse of yours definitely has twin flame energy. And let me tell you about twin flame energy. It's very, very potent to helping you grow and evolve and take your soul to that next level of awareness, of understanding, and of acceptance. So congratulations for being so super blessed with that. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please make sure to like, comment down below what you got out of it. And please feel free to share this reading and this channel with anyone else who you think might enjoy this and benefit from it. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome to your reading. For those of you that were drawn to this second heart here to find out more about some healing and loving messages from your future spouse. So, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this card either. I feel like, with this reading, some new cards popped out that I haven't, pulled during my previous pick a card readings, and I'm getting the sense that there's like a new chapter coming, and some of you that have seen my post about my recording frequency and things like that, you probably understand where I'm coming from. Now we're gonna put this off to the side here while we pull some other cards, and we'll save that for the end to find out the message on the back. So, as you can see, the set looks a little bit different in this reading. I'm here in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and I'm here a little bit longer than I anticipated. But all my stuff is still in Bali. But we're keeping it simple. We're keeping it going here. I feel like these are the ones that want to come out. What a different color palette and energy than the first reading already. So we have this purple, this red, and this blue. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these colors is like calling out to you and being like, whoa, this has a very, very specific message for you. Now, that being said, why don't we find out what they actually say, yeah? So the purple one says, I can see a future with you. Ooh, okay. That's definitely something you want to see in a future spouse reading, that they're in it to win it. And then we also have, I feel so bad about that. I feel like this is speaking to something about your past, like a way that maybe you've been hurt, traumatized, or like disappointed, let down, betrayed. Something happened in the past that they really, I'm sensing that they really wish they could erase that experience for you, or take the consequences and the pain away from having to go through that. And also, someone isn't listening. Okay. So, okay, let's find out what is going on here. So first and foremost, definitely the energy coming through with your future spouse is that they want to be with you, right? I mean, that makes sense. That they, that you kind of, what I'm hearing is you kind of check all the boxes off for them, right? Like everything that they would want in their lifelong partner, you fit the bill, okay? And they accept you wholeheartedly. They care for you very deeply. What I'm getting here is this isn't necessarily something that they did or they will do if you haven't met them. It's more so like you share some vulnerability or some experience that you had in the past with them, and they really feel your pain, like on a very deep level. Maybe they relate to it even, in some regard. And they've experienced a very similar pain as you did, and so they totally get it. But I also get this sense that they, as a lot of lovers and partners tend to do, they really wish they could take that pain away and ease that burden from you. And I feel like, as I'm saying that, many of you know what this thing is, this like pain point in your life that can maybe continue to haunt you, all right? And then here with this someone isn't listening, this is interesting because what I am getting here is that this is someone in your life who isn't listening. Maybe it's like a best friend, like a family member, a coworker, something like that, and it's really driving you bananas. It's like they're not really hearing you. And how appropriate is this? Because it's like, as I'm recording this, it's like Mercury is in retrograde right now, and so communications are a little bit more challenging. Like getting your idea, getting your point across is a little bit challenging because for most people, it's like getting misinterpreted or misunderstood, and it's frustrating you like crazy. But what I'm getting from this, from your future spouse, is that it's almost like they are trying to reassure you that everything is going to work out okay. Even if this person isn't listening and they're not understanding and it's like driving you mad, like everything is actually going to be all right, okay? I'm getting that this person that you're talking to just isn't in the right space, both mentally, emotionally, to kind of hear what you're trying to say, and that it's important that you give it a rest, okay? Like there's no point in you getting stressed out and worked up over something because this person just isn't able to receive the message right now, isn't able to understand you right now. And so your future spouse is really telling you, like, just give it a rest. Like, stop hurting yourself, stop working yourself up over this because it's really not worth it. All right. And it's not the best use of your energy and time right now. And you're going to feel so much relief once you kind of just let this go for now. Okay. It's not saying that you can't visit this topic again, this conversation again later. But for right now, as of the time you're viewing this video, whether or not it's Mercury retrograde, it's best to just let it rest. All right. Because the message is just not going through and it's not the right time for it. So let's see what else we got cooking here from your future spouse. Feeling the number 3 today, like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And when I was in like deep meditation the other day, I was doing like box breathing, and the number 3 was really strong within that practice. Okay. Oh my gosh. So it's so interesting. Like this happened with the last reading where this third card, 2 came out for it as well. And after I was just saying, like, I'm feeling the number 3. All right. So with the purple, it says receive. Open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. I'm getting the sense here that your future spouse is really that provider energy. They want to give to you. They want to provide to you. They want to support you, both emotionally and like perhaps monetarily as well. Like they just want to shower you with their love and attention. And it's almost like what I'm hearing too is they don't really want you to want for anything. Like they really have it in their head to help fulfill as many of your desires and wishes as possible that they're, of course, capable of doing for you. That's how much they love you. That's how much they care about you. And what I'm hearing is that maybe some of you are consider yourself to be quite independent and you're not necessarily looking for that sugar daddy or sugar mama. Okay, this is some of you, maybe not all of you, but some of you. And it's good to get into the practice right now of receiving, because let me tell you, your future spouse wants to give you a lot. And receiving, like what I used to think, isn't necessarily a sign of weakness and that you're incapable of caring for yourself, and it's not the pathway to dependence. Like, no, it's about an exchange of energy, all right? And that you are worthy of receiving and that people want to give to you so that they can experience the joy of giving. So someone has to be there to receive it, and who other than you as their future spouse, right? To receive all that they have to offer you. And you don't have to feel guilty about it. You don't have to feel bad about it because they love you. They want to do this for you, okay? And they don't think less of you for receiving. I know that was a big thing for me to get over. And sometimes I still struggle with it, to be honest, to just receive with grace. You know, and just say thank you and not fight over the bill after a meal, and not feel guilty for someone doing a favor for me or cooking for me, and just simply say thank you and receive with all my heart and soul this amazing thing that someone offered me, okay? Release. Oh, I feel so bad about that. There you go. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. So I'm feeling that many of you, it's a really great time for you to release this weight that you've been carrying for a while now, all right? That this pain and this trauma from your past are, you know, it's like ready to be let go of, okay? Because if you hold on to this, every time you remember it, it's like you're going back and experiencing it once again, all right? And it's kind of like torture, to be honest, right? To keep reliving in your memories this terrible thing that happened before. And it's okay to let it go. Like on the reels, loves, it's okay to let it go. It doesn't have to hurt you anymore. You can make that choice now to evolve beyond the pain, so it's not at that same frequency and vibration anymore. Like, doesn't affect you anymore. It's done its part, it's had its time, and now it's time for it to bow out, leave the stage, all right? It's in the past. If you need help with releasing some painful energies of the past, I really encourage you to book an energy alignment call with me. The link is down below. So one of the things I love, even though I do enjoy reading tarot cards for all of you, but where I really get the most joy is through helping others heal. That's probably why I went into medicine as my first career, and now I'm doing coaching to do transformational healing, spiritual work, shadow work, to help you shine in the best version of you and help you attract all these wonderful things in your life. Why? Because you feel wonderful, you feel good, you feel deserving, you feel free and liberated from these pains in the past. So book that call with me and let's see if we're a good match to work together with finally releasing these energies that are so yucko, all right? So link again is down below. I look forward to connecting with you. Let's see what this last pair has to say about the someone isn't listening. Stuck, divine timing. Oh, there you go. It's kind of reinforcing what we were talking about. This person that you're trying to communicate, that you're trying to get this point across to, they are just stuck in their way of thinking, their behavior patterns, their programming, and no matter what you say or do, it's just not going to get anywhere. It's not going to benefit them. It's definitely not going to benefit you. That's for sure. And so it's okay to just let it go. It's not the right time. The right timing will happen later, okay? That's what this divine timing is about. Right now, it's not the right time to pursue this project, to go on this campaign of trying to convince someone otherwise, all right? Just let it go. You don't need the extra drama. You don't need the extra headache. Okay, let's see what else we got cooking here with the tarot. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know why I said it like that. But what other messages of healing does your future spouse have to share with you? Actually, let's flip this. Ooh, the sun. Oh my gosh, how perfect to go with I can see a future with you. It's like you are that light in their life. You are that light at the end of the tunnel when things feel difficult and challenging for them, and maybe they felt hopeless about ever finding you, and ta-da, there you are. And they just want to shine this light on you and put you in the center, put you in the spotlight, treat you like the king or queen you deserve to be treated like. Okay, I love that. I love that for you. 9 of Wands. So this, traditionally, this card is all about like having your guard up and looking out for danger and pain to resurface. And again, your future spouse is saying like, hey, just let it go. You're safe now. Maybe that wasn't true in the past, but right here, right now, you are safe. You are loved, okay? And you don't have to keep reliving it over and over and over again. You don't have to keep putting down this stick, putting that light on it, shining that light on the past, and letting it continue to mark you. Okay, let it continue to be this beacon in your life that you keep kind of turning back to. It's like, no. Like, you're done with that, okay? You're done with that. It's hurt you for long enough. Take these sticks out, these little sharp sticks that are poking you and making you feel so uncomfortable and so low. Like, take those little thorns out right now, okay? And lastly, 10 of Pentacles. Someone isn't listening, okay? So here what I'm seeing is like you are offering them an opportunity to have abundance, to have a feast, to be surrounded by people that love and care for you, to really truly receive the best. And they're just not in that position to receive it. Like, they don't see it that way. Okay, you see it as, hey, I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to do something good for you. And they're just like, I don't know, maybe they think you're criticizing them. Maybe they think you're judging them. Maybe they're just kind of really satisfied with where their situation is right now and they have no motivation to change it. All right. So don't continue to let your efforts be wasted. Because it's not the right time for them to hear it, okay? There's other things like this that you can be putting your energy towards and your attention towards that will benefit you even more in the big picture, all right? So it looks like, now's the time to be focusing on you, not on anyone else, and you deserve that, okay? Now let's see what your lovely little heart has to say. Okay. Oh, we were just talking about criticism. Yeesh. Okay. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So I feel like what I was tuning into just a few seconds ago is accurate. This person that you're trying to talk to, trying to help, they're not in that space. They feel like you're judging them, criticizing them, looking down on them. Maybe they feel like, oh, you're treating them like a charity case, and they're just not feeling it. So your future spouse wants to say, hey, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with them. Your energies, your frequencies are just not aligned right now. Like, it is just not the right time for this shift and this change to happen in their life. And you can just let it go for right now. You can just love, accept where they are right now and be there for them when they need the help. And of course, if they're ready for that advice and they want to ask you questions, then bam, come out, flags waving and music playing to support them. And they'll be in that better space to hear you out and take action on whatever advice you have to share with them. Okay, my love? So there you go. That's your healing and loving message from your future spouse that you need to hear right now. Hey there, Star Fam, and welcome to your reading. For those of you that were drawn to the third heart here, another heart that I haven't seen since starting to work with this deck as I shuffle and pull out these options for your pick a card reading. But we'll find out more about this and like whatever healing and loving messages your future spouse has to share with you right now. We'll find out more about this at the end. So let's pull out some message cards right now. I'm sure you can appreciate that my setup is looking a bit sparse right now, and it's because I am here in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and I'm here a little bit longer than I thought, but I'm enjoying myself. Like, don't get me wrong there. I'm enjoying myself, but most of my stuff is like back in Bali because I'm going to be heading back there to do like a retreat, like host a retreat and attend a retreat. So we're keeping it simple and clean, like that Utada Hikaru song. That was such a big hit several years back. So let's find out here what messages your future spouse has for you. Oh, what an interesting color palette. Again, I love it. I love the energy. They're so different. Let me know down in the comments which color is like popping out for you out of your options here. Of course, we're going to like read through them. So let me know though which one is really popping out to you. And that's probably the one that has an even more specific and personalized message for you. So we have, I feel so bad about that. Oh, interesting. I feel like this came out in one of the other readings. Like, I feel like it was maybe the second reading. Ooh, okay. So you might want to check out the second reading if you were drawn to this kind of red, maroon colored card, because there's probably something there for you to hear. So after you listen to this, again, maybe consider going to listen to that second one as well. The ball is in your court. Ooh, okay. And lastly, maybe another time. Okay. I kind of feel like these two are together and this is a separate message. So with this, what I'm getting is like something happened and it really sucked on your end and your future spouse definitely feels bad for you about it. But this card is really saying now, what you gonna do about it? Okay, like, okay, maybe you were butthurt about this and it made you sad, maybe even made you cry, and that's totally valid, that's totally reasonable, that's totally acceptable to feel bad, to feel upset, to feel sadness, to cry, to feel like depressed about it. But you're coming out of this energy now, or you have to come out of that energy, right? You can't just be in low vibes forever. Like, that's not fun, that's not cool, and that's just not the way of life. Emotions change, people change, all right? That's just the way it is. And now the ball is in your court. This is like, what you gonna do now? All right? This is a little bit of tough love, I feel, coming from a future spouse. Okay, this thing happened, totally sucked. Please cry about it, mope about it, be angry about it, whatever. But once you got some of that out of your system, once you were able to express those feelings in a healthy way, I hope, not like a destructive way, but once you're able to express those feelings, what you gonna do now? The ball is in your court. Are you gonna be grumpy? Are you gonna be resentful? Are you gonna be like carrying this weight of this bad situation? Or are you going to learn from it? Maybe see that silver lining, grow and improve from it, and move forward. Okay, like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? Okay, are you gonna be a whiner? Are you gonna quit? Or are you going to come back even stronger than before? Okay, ball is in your court, honey. Now, maybe another time. What I'm getting here is that some of you have been feeling sort of this like roadblock in something, and it's really not the time for you to try to make this thing a reality. It's not really the time for you to push it, okay? At the time of recording this reading, there are actually 6 planets in retrograde. 6. My gosh, that's like the majority of the planets are in retrograde here. And that energy is best suited for reflection, going within, reassessing, reviewing, rejuvenating. Okay, it's not about do external, taking a lot of actions. That energy is really not happening right now. So that could be why you're feeling kind of like blocked, and you're like, no matter what I do, no matter what angle I approach this at, no matter how much effort I put in, I'm just not making any headway, I'm just not making any progress. This is why. Because right now, for this goal, this dream that you're having, it's not the time for you to be taking action on it. Right now, the time is maybe more in like planning, um, strategizing, learning from past mistakes, taking some past knowledge and seeing how it can be applied here. Reviewing like ways in which maybe you were set back or blocked before, and maybe planning ways to address it if it should come up again, right? So it's really not about like do, sign big contracts, spend big amount of money. The energy is really not there for that right now. It will be though at another time, okay? So your future spouse is letting you know also that, hey, it's okay if you can't really move forward with this specific goal or project. Well, stutter. This project right now. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean it's not meant to be. It just means not right now. That's all it is. All right? Now, let's pull out some more clarifiers on these messages from your future spouse. I feel like that one is one. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is too many. I'm really feeling the number 3, y'all. And in the last couple of readings, when I drew from this deck, I got 4 cards out instead. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. Okay, good. We're doing 3, 3, 3, all right? Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow and see what happens. So here with romance, maybe another time. Okay, so what I'm getting is that for some of you, like, you're pushing this connection with somebody. And for many of you, it's probably some romantic connection, right? And right now is not the best time for you to make this big push, big effort, okay? And you may be feeling it because we're approaching Libra season. Hey, that's my season, y'all. Shout out to my fellow Libras. But, you know, Libra season is all about relationships, okay? Not just romantic ones, but just relationships in general. So the energy can feel very strong moving towards that. But right now, at this moment that you're watching this reading, like the celestial energies are not quite supportive of that. Okay, the energy is more like slow down, flow, savor the moment. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, the main message, like that's very universal that your future spouse wants to share with you, is just be in the present. Okay, don't worry about the future. Don't worry about what's gonna happen next. Like right now, it's just about flowing. Okay, because I'm getting the sense here that whatever this situation is that you've been pushing so hard to make real, whether that's romance, work, personal projects, whatever, making more money, something like that, right? It's like the more you are attached to this plan, this outcome, the further you are from that result. Okay, and it's causing you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety right now. This notion of detaching from the outcome and putting this off to the side for right now and being okay with that, being at peace with that. It's like that's where your challenge is right now. And your future spouse is like, hey, you know, you've been doing. Now it's time to just be. Be in the present, be in your body. Just take it moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day. Don't put yourself too far into the future of worrying. And I feel like I needed to hear that message as well, let me tell you, okay? And that things will really fall into place when it's time. And it will work out just as it should. Now let's find out more about this energy here that's kind of working together. So we have mirroring, reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. Okay, so this I feel is speaking to a message that I've been sharing with my students lately in my coaching work. And it's that you are a very powerful creator. That is true. Let me know in the comments down below affirming, I am a powerful creator. Type that in the comments below if you know what I'm saying, if you believe what I'm saying for yourself. I am a powerful creator. Let me know. As a powerful creator, yes, it's easy to take credit for the good things that happen in your life, the achievements, the accomplishment, the success, the love, the joy. But as a creator, you also create the challenging, difficult, tough situations in your life as well. And now you may be thinking like, why would I create a situation that brings me grief and stress, anger, sadness? Well, that's your ego talking right there. That's your ego that's being limited. That's your ego that's all about, I want it my way, always. All right, that's ego talking. But your higher self, the true entity that you are, is all about experience, experiencing life through the highs and the lows, experiencing everything in the deepest way possible. And your soul isn't here to just be in, bliss and nirvana. That's not why you incarnate into the human world. Because I don't know if you checked lately out your window, but the world is full of challenges. The world is full of difficulty. That's why this realm is the realm of duality. You have to take the bad with the good, the challenges with the success. It's a complete package, and your soul wants that complete package, all right? It wants to know how sadness feels so it can appreciate joy. It wants to know how pain feels so it can appreciate love. Okay? So what I'm seeing here is whatever challenge you went through or are going through right now, you created this situation because you wanted to learn something, you wanted to evolve, you wanted to gain experience. And helping yourself figure that out is going to be part of that healing process. All right? Like taking that bird's eye perspective. So pulling yourself, your ego, out of the experience and looking at it from a distance, looking at it from an outside perspective, looking at it from an objective perspective. Okay? Forgive. Oh, so this is another part of that healing. Forgive. I don't know if you've heard of Ho'oponopono, but it's this practice, it's this prayer that comes from Hawaii, which is my home state where I was born. Aloha, represent for the islands. But it's all about forgiveness. Forgiving the people that have hurt you, betrayed you, disappointed you in the past, but also forgiving yourself for any mistakes you feel you've made along the way. All right? Forgiveness is the path to liberation. Forgiveness is the path to true freedom so that you don't have this other stuff you're holding on to, and you can open your hands, open your heart to new things coming in, better things coming in. All right? Now, I feel like this is a great time to mention that, a huge part of my passion is helping other people along their journey in life. I did it in medicine before, helping people with their health, but now I'm doing coaching, and my love and my joy comes from helping people on their spiritual journey of healing emotional traumas and wounds, releasing negative, limiting thought patterns and behaviors so that you can step into the highest version of you, so you can be free of all this and you can be happier on a bigger scale than you ever have been. That is what I want to help you achieve, help you accomplish, all right? And if that sounds good to you, if you're like, hey, I'm all about that happy train, I'm all about healing and feeling free from all this heaviness that I have, I encourage you to book an energy alignment call with me, all right? The link to do so is in the description box below, and let's see if we're a good match for me to coach you and help you through this stage of your life to help you evolve, to help you grow, all right? So that you can experience freedom, you can experience love like you've never known before. So, that being said, let's pull some tarot cards out here, all right? Let's see some more messages that your future spouse has to share. Ooh, they're very excited about something. Oh my gosh, we got 2 cards here. I feel like that goes together, huh? Now let's see what we got for this third one. Oh, okay, big one, big one. Ooh, I feel like this one wants to come out. Oh, I feel like a 4th card wants to come out. Okay, we're gonna honor that. Okay, so let's see what this dynamic duo is here for this reading. this pair. We have Four of Cups, the Star. Okay, so look at this card. This is totally reinforcing what we mentioned earlier. This man is like drowning in his sorrows. Something bad happened and he is trying to numb the pain. He is trying to forget it all happened. And you know, that'll get you only so far, honey. Okay? I mean, I've had nights like this when I was in my early 20s where I experienced a breakup and I felt so sad and I was like, let's go out for a drink. I want to get, you know, smashed. Help me forget all this pain that I'm experiencing. And wouldn't you know, it did the exact opposite. It felt like the more I drank, the more sad I got. Which, you know, I guess makes sense because alcohol is kind of a downer, you know? And so it didn't take me long to realize that that is not the way to go when you are feeling sad and depressed. And perhaps that is something that's important for you to realize as well, okay? That, you know, sort of avoiding this and using substances or kind of like ineffective coping mechanisms. Like maybe some of you are like, oh, I'm just gonna go to sleep so I don't have to think about it, or oh, I'm just gonna go shopping, or I'm just gonna overeat to make in an attempt to make myself feel better. Like that's not gonna work. You're ready to move beyond that now, okay? With the Star card, you're ready to receive guidance and understanding on a whole new level, okay? You're ready to navigate these emotions in a healthier, more productive way, all right? Where you don't end up hanging on to it or helping it linger any longer than it needs to, right? Because let's be real. Like when you drink, when you use substances, when you overeat, when you go shopping, when you sleep, your problems are gonna be there when you're back into your right state of mind. Problems are still gonna be there when you know, max out your credit card, when you max out your stomach capacity. They're still gonna be there. And the unfortunate thing is you're also going to be in a worse off position than you were before. Like you might have a hangover, you might become addicted to something, you might have more bills to pay than what you make as earnings, right? You have more weight, you have to exercise more to get back to a healthy body type, right? Like don't create more problems, all right? Don't work with one problem and try to cope with one problem by creating more for yourself. That's what I'm feeling that your future spouse is trying to say. Like, it's time for you to put your big girl panties, big boy underwear on and step up and be that being of light, being that being of understanding and awareness that you really are, okay? Oh my gosh, this is like, I feel like it's a very much like come to Jesus kind of moment here for y'all. Ooh, your future spouse is like tough love, tough love. Okay, maybe another time. So the Emperor and the Fool. Oh, look at this. So there is definitely a very different dynamic between this situation, whether it's, you know, an object, a thing, a goal, or a person. There's a different dynamic between the two of you. We have the Fool, who is naive, who's at the start of their journey, and we have the Emperor, who feels like they're the boss. They're the one in control. They know best. They want order. This person wants adventure and like being in the flow. So I see now that everything's in a different space. Like things are just not aligned. The energies are not matching, which is why this is not the time to put energy and effort into this goal, into this person, or progressing this relationship even further, okay? You're just not seeing eye to eye right now, which, you know, I have to say I don't find surprising because at the time I'm recording this reading, there are 6 planets in retrograde. 6, y'all. That's like majority of the planets. And so things definitely tend to feel a little bit out of alignment right now. And this is the best time to go within, work on yourself, be aligned within yourself, and then kind of step back out there in the world and see what awaits you and what is ready to kind of be brought into your life, if that makes sense. So let's see what we have cooking here with your message, okay? Your final message from your future spouse. Surrender. I feel like that's totally speaking to this. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. let go, and all will work out. What a beautiful way to sum up everything we discussed in your reading so far. So if it didn't hit home, hopefully this hit that home run for you and it all makes sense now. So I invite you to like and comment down below what resonated with you most about this reading, and please feel free to share this video, this channel with anyone else who you think might enjoy the content and get something out of the readings. I'll see you next time, loves.